With her all-weapon lost, can Jane Foster hope to overcome the Røkkva and save Asgard? Well, let's hop into the pages of Jane Foster Valkyrie issue number 10 and find out together. Alrighty then, so this comic wastes absolutely no time getting started. We see Sif, the newest guardian of the Rainbow Bridge, really earning her keep by trying to keep the Røkkva and its master Tyr at bay. This won't hold forever, but Jane and Volstagg hopes that Sif will give them enough time to rally the rest of Asgard's forces to put up a proper defense. Jane is pretty despondent, and rightly so. It took everything she had to try and stop just a small piece of the Røkkva on Earth, and in the end she ended up not only losing her trademark all-weapon, but she lost Thor to Tyr's mind control. No one in all of Asgard would blame this woman for sitting what's to come out, but she can't let herself do it. Jane Foster gears on up, grabs a helmet and a sword, and gets ready to go out and defend Asgard with everyone else. Tyr is all bluster, believing he's finally come to reclaim the throne of Asgard, and he's got a little speech all ready to go. I am Tyr, god of war, and under my strong hand Asgard will be reordered for the better. It's Hildegard who actually has the best comeback as she and the Warriors 3 wade into battle. Hello, I'm the goddess of not giving a damn. As Jane remarks, the worst part of fighting the Røkkva is that it literally steals your mind from you, that it is the great never-ending nothingness. It's literally something out of the never-ending story. Now, as all the big-name Asgardians begin to fall by the wayside, at the end it's only Volstagg, Thori the murder dog, and Jane herself. Volstagg is willing to put up a fight so Jane can escape, but she thinks she might have a better idea. Tyr hasn't let go of that special piece of wood that he transformed from the all-weapon at the end of last issue, and she figures that if she can get it away from him, she can probably stop what's going on. This is why she chooses to rush Tyr from the back of her flying horse, and wouldn't you know it, she does end up getting the all-weapon back, but not the way she expected as Tyr stabs her through the gut with it. The only thing that stopped our hero from going full Aerith in this situation is that the all-weapon recognizes Jane as Valkyrie and its master, turning her back into her superhero form. Of course, getting her power back is just part one of a much bigger plan. She now needs to do something with the Røkkva. You can't destroy it because, again, it's the sheer embodiment of nothing in the universe. So instead, Valkyrie borrows a little power from Asgard's sun, and in doing so recreates the magical ritual that bound the Røkkva in the first place. Everyone in Asgard comes back to their senses, including Thor, who feels pretty bad that he and Jane had almost killed each other back on Earth. As Jane says, had it come to it, she probably would have killed Thor too. She'd have felt bad about it, but she would have done it if that's what it would have taken to save her. Now what of Tyr? Well, he slinked back into the darkness before he could be forced to meet any kind of real justice. It's there he gets scooped up by Loki of all people. Oh, sure, Loki might be a good guy at the moment, but you know, that could change at any point. And so the King of the Ice Giants decides to lock up old Tyr in case he might need him one day, you know, for a rainy day. As the comic winds down, Jane manages to return the Røkkva back to its ancient mountain prison. After everything that's transpired, Valkyrie thinks she has a better understanding now of nothingness and the end of everything in the universe. She even bids the Røkkva goodbye. She doesn't get an answer, though. And so that was Jane Foster Valkyrie issue number 10, everybody, and if you didn't know, they've actually moved this book to being digital exclusive now, which is a shame because Aaron and Ewing and everyone else involved is really still swinging for the fences in this one. Jane becoming Valkyrie really doesn't feel like a demotion in this series, especially with big action-packed finales like this. I think one of the big things that really differentiates these Valkyrie stories from all the other Thor stories we've read is that Jane is still ultimately a human and keeps a human's perspective during all this Norse craziness. Speaking of, this issue also starts probably a brand new chapter in the relationship of Thor and Valkyrie, an almost kind of Batman-Superman competitive work friends relationship. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. It's real solid. I hope the move to digital doesn't end up hurting this book, and I hope the fans continue to follow it because, well, there's a lot of interesting places this series could still go.
Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest, that's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.